So this is our fifth session on speed distance time. So in the previous 4 sessions we have started off with average speed, then we have discussed the question related to product constancy rule, then we have seen questions related to trains and escalators. Then fourth video we have started with meeting point questions, and we have discussed about people are running or moving in a linear track. Okay, now here in this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to discuss the meeting point questions which are in a circle. Okay, so I'll also cover the clock related questions here itself. Okay, so here it's like there will be a circular track, so 2 people will be running around. Okay, so it can be they will either run like this in the opposite direction, okay, and they can also run in the same direction like this. Okay, now first case, if you are running in the same direction, okay, now what happen if the speeds are same? 2 persons starting from this point, okay, let's suppose this is the starting point, and if their speed is same, they will always run together. They are running together, okay, they are meeting together always. Okay, so there won't be any question which is based on, you know, same speed. So obviously if you are running in the same direction, the speed has to be different if you need to make a question. Okay, and if you look at opposite direction, see, both are starting at this point, so one person move like this and one person come like this. Again, if you see, if the speed is same for both person, that means if the speed is in the ratio 1:1, that means same. Okay, what will happen? They keep on meeting at this point, okay, because when they meet, they both will cover equal distance. That means at this point, exactly at the other end. Then the next meeting will be at this point. Okay, they move like this, they move like this. So at this point, third meeting will be at this point. So these 2 points, they will meet always. Okay, because you are moving in the opposite direction and the speed ratio is same, or both having the same speed. So there is no chance of getting questions when you are moving in the opposite direction with the same speed. Okay, so same speed questions you will not get. So we need to look at the situations where the speeds are different. So what we'll do is we'll look at those situations when you travel in the same direction and when you travel in the different direction or the opposite direction with the different speeds. Okay, so that's what we are going to discuss now. So let's take a circular track. Okay, let's take a length of the circular track as 1200. Okay, because I've seen many questions which is asked on this particular length. Okay, so 1200, and if you remember in our LCM questions, we have discussed one question that 1200 meter track, one person will take 30 minutes for one revolution, another person will take 40 minutes for one revolution, another person will take 60 minutes for one revolution. So where they will meet or when they will meet related question. When they will meet related question is what we have seen. Okay, so rather than telling 30 minutes, 40 minutes or 60 minutes, okay, or 30 seconds for one or 40 seconds for one revolution or 60 seconds for one revolution, what is given us? They complete their speed is given, right? So 40 meter per second, okay, then 30 meter per second, and then 20 meter per second was the speed. So speed was given. From that you understood the time taken to complete one revolution by each person. Then to see when they meet, we have to take the LCM. That question we have solved. Okay, because the question was when they will meet again at the starting point. That was the question. So we need to see, to complete one revolution, first person will take how much time, second person will take how much time, third person will take how much time. That's what we have seen, right? So first person will take 30 minutes, second person 40 minutes, third person 60 minutes. So if first person will complete in 30 minutes, he will complete second round in 60 minutes or 60 seconds. Okay, third round in 90 seconds, fourth round in 120 seconds, like this. Second person, every 40th minute he will come at the starting point. That means 80, 120, like this. Third person, every 60th minute he will be at the starting point, 120, like this. And to know when all the 3 are together at the starting point, take the LCM of this 3. Okay, so this is a common point. So at 1/20th second, all the 3 will be at the starting point. But the thing is that they are traveling different distance, because this person completed 4 rounds, this person 3 rounds, this person 2 rounds. So he have completed 4 into 1200, this 3 into 1200, and 2 into 200. The distance covered is different because the speed is different, but they are all meeting at the same point, that is a starting point in this case. Okay, so this is entirely different question, but we will be using the same concept again here also. So forget about what all things I have discussed now. Just a quick recap of what we have done in case of LCM, and it's an application of LCM only. You're actually taking LCM of 30, 40 and 60 and you got 120 as the meeting point. It's not the first meeting point. It's the first time they meet at the starting point. See, there is a difference. The first meeting, okay, two people are running in the same direction, okay, or opposite direction, whatever it is, first time they meet, okay, it can be anywhere in the circular track. That is also one question. Okay, first meeting is one possible question, and when this meeting happened is obviously another question. In the first meeting, how much distance covered is also a question. But the second question is what I have asked here, that was, okay, when they will meet for the first time in the starting point. Okay, so when I ask you a question on when they will meet for the first time, that meeting can be anywhere. But second question, when they will meet again at the starting point, that is very specific question. You need to see when they will come back at the starting point. Okay, so these two are different. When I ask you when they meet for the first time, it can be anywhere in the track. But if I ask you when they meet again at the starting point, that's entirely a different question. So we'll discuss both scenarios. Okay, so let's take two persons, person A and person B, who are running in a circular track in the same direction. Okay, now let's take two different speeds. Okay, obviously you have to take two different speeds. This person is moving at 60 km per hour or meter per second, or whatever it is, 60 and 40. Okay, so one speed is 60 meter per minute and this is 40 meter per minute. Now if the question is about when they meet at the starting point again, then this question need to be solved like this. You need to see when the first person will come to the starting point. Okay, so first person 40 meter per minute means to cover 1200 meters. How much time he will take? 1200 by 40, that means 30 minutes or 30 seconds. Okay, so first person will take 30. So 40 meter per minute is the speed. So to cover 1200 he will take 30 minutes. Okay, second person 60 meter per minute is the speed. So to cover 1200 he will take 20 minutes. Okay, or if it is in second, 20 seconds. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So first person will reach at the starting point in every 30 minutes, second person in every 20 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes first person will be at the starting point, then after 30 minutes again he will come, after 30 minutes again he will come, but the second person every 20th minute. That means if you consider B will be in the starting point every 20 minutes. That means 20, 40, 60 like this. And if you consider A will be at the starting point like 30, 60 like this. Okay, so if you look at the 60th minute, what is the speciality? In 60th minute, both A and B are at the starting point. So what you can conclude is they are meeting at the starting point again at 60th minute. How can you solve this? You just see this and take the LCM of here. That's what you need to do. Otherwise, you need to manually do like this. Okay, so first time they meet at the starting point at 60th minute. Meeting at the starting point at the 60th minute. But obviously the distance covered is different because speed is different. First person is covering 3 rounds, second person is covering 2 rounds only. Okay, now what is the concept of first meeting? That's what you need to know. Now concept of meeting, it's like when you're traveling in a circular track, if you're moving in a circular track, the first person is moving like this, okay, who is having more speed, second person is coming like this. Now when I say meeting, the person who is having more speed will complete a round, okay, and they will have to come back again and will meet somewhere here. This is what I mean by meeting, because when they start they will meet, and since they have different speed, the first person who is having more speed will move faster, and when he will meet again he have to complete one round and will also have to travel the distance that the second person traveled, then only he will meet. That means you can see here the person who is having more speed, during the time when they meet for the first time, he take one round lead. Okay, so very simple language, very simple understanding. When you meet for the first time in the same direction, you have one round lead. The faster person take one round lead. Okay, so when you meet, you have one round lead. That's what you mean by meeting point. Okay, so when you meet for the first time, one round lead. You meet for the second time, 2 round lead. Meet for the third time, 3 round lead. Fourth time, 4 round lead. Like that it will go. That's the idea. Okay, so meeting in the same direction means one round lead. Okay, now, so I hope you understood this question. Here in this case I have asked you when they meet, and the position is given, that is at the starting point, but that is not necessarily the first meeting. Okay, first meeting means how much distance? So first meeting means it's like a one round lead, because I told you the distance is actually one round. You are taking one round extra. So first meeting, where it will happen, if you want to know, okay, or when it will happen, see the one round lead, okay, so that is the distance covered. So you need to see the distance, and you need to see, the question is when they will meet for the first time. Okay, in the previous case, when they will meet for the first time at the starting point. But if I simply ask you when they will meet for the first time, both are different question. When means time means distance by speed. So in this case, if simply asking you when they will meet for the first time, distance is one round, because first time meeting, one round lead. What is the speed? That is the relative speed. So 60 minus 40. When they are moving in the same direction, S1 minus S2. Okay, so here 1200 by 20, that means 60 minutes. So here if you see, when they meet for the first time, 60th minute they will meet for the first time. And in the previous question that I have asked you, when they will meet for the first time at the starting point, also you got the answer as 60 minutes. So in this case, that's a special case, that's why I have discussed this question itself in the beginning. First time they meet is actually at the starting point. So if the question is about when they will meet for the first time, your answer is 60. When they will meet for the first time at the starting point, again the answer is 60. Why? Because they are meeting for the first time at the starting point only. I hope this is clear. Otherwise, I hope you understood the method in which you will calculate both answers, because see, I have taken two as different questions and I have solved, right? If the question was, see, 60 meter per minute and 40 meter per minute is given, so I calculated the 60 meter per minute person in what time he will reach at the starting point. He will reach at the starting point every 20th minute, and the second person will reach every 30th minute. And take the LCM, you will get the answer for when they meet for the first time at the starting point. Okay, that is at 60th minute. Then when they meet second time at the starting point, take all the multiples. Okay, now 60, then 120th minute again will be at the starting point. That's the second meeting at the starting point. Okay, I hope this is clear. But simply if I am asking you when they will meet for the first time, one round lead divided by the relative speed. And in this case, both are same. But if I ask you when they meet for the second time, what is your answer? Two round lead. Second time meeting means two round lead divided by relative speed, that is 60 minus 40. Okay, so two round means 2400. Okay, divided by 60 minus 40, that is 20. And here also you will get 120. So this is a special case where both are happening at the same time. The meeting is actually happening at the starting point. First meeting and second meeting, you can see both are happening at the starting point. But it is not necessarily true in all cases. It is not necessary that the first meeting will always happen at the starting point. It can be anywhere in the circular track. And what is the answer? If the question is about when they meet, take the lead. That is one round lead. For the first time, one round lead. Second time means two round lead. So see the distance of the track. So one round means 1200 here and relative speed. How to solve this kind of question? See the time taken to reach at the starting point and take LCM in both cases. Okay, so these two are entirely different questions. You should not have any confusion. Okay, now, so this is a case of moving in the same direction. So if you are moving in the same direction, when I say one round lead, or when I say the first meeting, one round lead, or if I say one round lead means that's the first meeting, and both are true. Okay, if I am saying third meeting, three round lead, who's taking the three round lead? The person who's having faster speed, or the person who's faster, or the person who's having more speed. Okay, so when I'm saying three round lead means three meeting is over, 10 round lead means 10 meeting is over, 7 round lead means 7 meeting is over. If you're moving in the same direction. What if you're moving in an opposite direction? It's like this, you move like this, you come like this, you meet here. So what is the distance covered? If you see, together they're covering one distance. Together they cover one round. One meeting, one round, together the distance covered. Two meeting, two round. Three meeting, three round. Fourth meeting, four round. 15 round means 15 meeting. Okay, together how much is covered? If I am telling you 100 round is what they covered together, the number of meeting will be 100. If they cover 100 rounds together, 100 is the meeting. Now if I am telling you one person is at 70 km per hour and one person is at 30 km per hour, we know the speed ratio is 7:3. So if I am telling you 100 round, that distance covered, we can get the distance traveled by each person. It will be divided in the ratio 7:3. So 70 and 30 round. So 100 rounds together covered means 100 meeting. In that, if you know the speed ratio, you get the distance covered by each person, that is 70 and 30. 70 round by the faster person, 30 round by the slower person. I hope this is clear. So same direction, when you meet for the first time, 1 round lead, second time 2 round lead, nth time n lead. In the opposite direction, meet for the first time, together they cover 1 round, fifth time together they cover 5 round, nth time together they cover n rounds. I hope this concept is clear for all of you. Okay, now take a look at this question so that you will understand it in a much better way. Okay, take a minute and solve this question. So the things that we have learned in the previous 10 minutes, you can apply it over here and you'll get the answer faster. So what is given? Two people are running in the opposite direction or same direction. Okay, they are asking the question related to opposite direction as well as the same direction, right? When they move in the opposite direction and when they move in the same direction, that is a question. Both are asked. So what is the information? Two people are running. Okay, so circular track. So one person completing one revolution in 6 minutes and the other will complete one revolution in 20 minutes. Okay, so one revolution in 6 minutes and one revolution in 20 minutes, and they're running for 1 hour and they're stopping after 1 hour. So if you look at person A will take 6 minutes for one revolution, B take 20 minutes for one revolution. So if they are running for 1 hour, this person will complete 10 rounds and this person will complete 3 rounds. There is no problem in understanding this, right? I hope this is clear for all of you. So they are running 10 round and 3 round respectively. Okay, now the question is if they are moving in the same direction and if they are moving in the opposite direction. Let's take the first case, when they are moving in the same direction. So when they are moving in the same direction, what does this mean? The question is ratio of number of meetings. So what do you mean by meeting if they are moving in the same direction? First meeting means 1 round lead. Second meeting means 2 round lead. Okay, so if you look here, first meeting 1 round lead. Okay, second meeting 2 round lead. So if you see here, A complete 10 round and B complete 3 round. So what does this mean? A is having how many lead? 7 round lead. So 7 round lead means how many times they will meet? They will meet 7 times. So 7 times they meet if they move in the same direction. Okay, so I understood number of meetings if they move in the same direction is 7. But the question is number of meetings when they move in the same direction to the number of meeting when they move in the opposite direction. Now itself I can answer the question because I find only one answer choice where this is 7. Okay, but how will you get the other? Now why it is 13? Let's see. See, what is the concept of opposite direction? Two persons traveling in opposite direction, when they meet for the first time, 1 round is completed together. So here if you look at this, first person is completing 10 round, second person 3 round. So total they completed 13 rounds together. So together they completed 13 rounds means what is the number of meetings? 13 meetings, because one meeting they complete 1 round, 10 meeting 10 round, n meeting n round, so 13 rounds 13 meetings. So your answer for this question is 7:13. That means when you are moving in the same direction, 7 meeting, opposite direction 13 meeting. Now onwards if you get this kind of question, don't think all these things, you just see 10 and 13. One answer is 10 minus 3, the other answer is 10 plus 3. So the question can be any one of this also. How many times they meet if they move in the opposite direction? This is the answer, 10 plus 3. How many times they meet when they move in the same direction? 10 minus 3, that is 7, and this is 13. So I hope this is clear. Now, if you get questions like where they meet, okay, where they meet 5th time, 6th time, 7th time, 8th time, etc. Or when they meet for the 6th time or 5th time, how much distance A covered? This kind of question how will you solve? See, in this question, what they have said is A complete 3 round in 1 hour and B complete 10 round in 1 hour. So if I ask you where they meet for the 4th time, you cannot answer because you don't know the distance. But if I tell you the distance is something like 1300, okay, 1300 is the distance. So now you can answer the questions related to where they meet. Where they meet in the first meeting, second meeting, third meeting, fourth meeting, fifth meeting, sixth meeting, seventh meeting, eighth meeting. All these you can answer. In fact, I told you they meet 13 times if you travel in the opposite direction. Let's see how they meet these 13 times. And in each case, where they meet also is easy to understand. What you can do is you can divide the circular track into 13 equal parts. Okay, so let me divide this. Let's suppose this is a starting point. Okay, 1. So this is divided into 13 equal parts. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. And this is a starting point. Let's take this as a starting point. So this ratio of speed is given, right? See, person A cover 10 round and person B cover 3 rounds in 1 hour. So the distance ratio is known to you. Distance ratio is 10:3. So since the time is constant, because when you meet means time is constant, both are starting at the same time, and when you meet means time is constant, we know the speed ratio, right? Speed ratio is equal to or directly proportional to distance ratio. So speed ratio is also 10:3. Then that's not required. Okay, so distance ratio is what we need. 10 round and 3 round distance ratio we know clearly. So now let's follow one person, either A or B. Okay, let's follow B. Okay, so in the first meeting, where the meeting will happen, see, we have divided this into 13 equal areas. Out of 13 equal areas, 10 will be covered by A and 3 will be covered by B, because the speed is in this ratio. 10 will be, so if A is moving in this direction and B is moving in this direction, let's follow B only. So out of total 13, B will cover how much? When they meet for the first time, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So the first meeting will happen here. This is the first meeting. So if you look from A will cover how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But we don't want to consider both, follow one person. We follow B. So this is where the first meeting happened. Okay, so when the first meeting happened, I told you 1 round is covered. Out of that, 10 will be covered by person A and 3 will be covered by person B. So if out of 1300, okay, 1000, that means 1000 meter is covered by first person and 300 is covered by the second person. So now let me tell you, see, whatever be the meeting, 13th meeting means 1300 is the distance covered by both of them together. Now how much A will cover and B will cover, you know the ratio, 10 by 13, and if it is B, 3 by 13. Right, you can find the distance covered, but what is the meeting point is what we need to see. This is the first meeting point. Second meeting point means, okay, now again let's, from here B will move 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So this will be the second meeting point. Effectively A is moving 10, so A moving 10 means from 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's the point. So at point 6, this point, they meet for the second time. Third time again you follow B itself. So 1, 2, 3. Third time the meeting will be here. So this is a second. This is a third meeting. Where the fourth meeting will happen? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here, this is the fourth meeting point. Where the fifth meeting? 1, 2, 3. So this is the fifth meeting point. Where is the sixth? 1, 2, 3. So this is the sixth. Where is the seventh? 1, 2, 3. So this is the seventh meeting. Where is the 8th meeting? 1, 2, 3. So this is the 8th meeting. And where is the 9th meeting? 1, 2, 3. So this is the 9th. Where is the 10th? 1, 2, 3. So this is the 10th. Where is the 11th? 1, 2, 3. So this is the 11th. Where is the 12th? 1, 2, 3. So this is the 12th. And where is the 13th meeting? That is here, because they are coming to the starting point again and they are stopping, right? So this is the 13th point. Now I told you 13 meetings, we got the 13 points. Okay, so now it's very simple. See, if I ask you third meeting, so third meeting, where is it? This is the third meeting. So what is the distance covered by B? That is 900, right? So distance covered by A, we can calculate accordingly. That is 3000, because we know the total is 3900. 1300 into 3. And that you can anyway divide by using the ratio of speed or the distance which is given. But this is how you can visualize. Now I hope you understood it completely. 13 meetings, 13 rounds. Okay, so one more question. Okay, take a look at this question. Take 1 minute and solve this question. It looks slightly a difficult question, or at least a moderate question. Now let's see how you're going to solve it. See, if you understood the concept that we have discussed in this session, meeting point in circular track in the same direction, you can easily solve this question. Okay, how will you solve this question? See, it is given 10,000 meter race, 4,000 meter circular track. B overtake A at the middle of 14th round. So middle of 14th round means it is 13.5 rounds traveled. Okay, so 13.5 rounds already completed. Okay, so B overtake A. So B completed 13.5 round. A completed how much? Now from this you can write it as 12.5. Why? Because you know once they meet, that means you have one extra round lead. Okay, 1 round lead. So if this person is overtaking, that means meeting, overtaking and meeting is same. So 13.5 means the other person 12.5. Okay, so you got the distance ratio, that is 13.5 is to 12.5. That means 27 is to 25. Okay, so distance ratio and speed ratio is same. Why? Because time is constant. We know this is a race, so obviously they have to start at the same time, and meeting means same time. So since time is constant, when distance ratio is known to you, speed ratio will be the same. Okay, so what does this mean? When B travel 27, A travel 25. So if B travel 1 kilometer, okay, so here 27 rounds and 25 rounds. So what if 27, this can be also understood as 27 kilometer and 25 kilometer. B travel 27 kilometer, A travel 25 kilometer. So if 1 kilometer, then what is the ratio? You can write it as 25 by 27, right? Because here we know the ratio is 27 by 25. So if B travel 1 kilometer, A travel 25 by 27 kilometer. Now what is the question? See, what is given us? A, B. So we understood that if B travel, or the faster person travel 1 kilometer, the slower person will travel 25 by 27. Okay, that is less than 1 kilometer. Okay, so here it is 10 kilometer. So instead of 1, it is 10, means 25 by 27 become 250 by 27. So the faster person covered 10 kilometer. That means he complete the race. The other person will have completed this much. So what is the lead if you ask me? 10 minus 250 by 27. So that is like you can write it as 270 minus 250 by 27, and you get 20 by 27. So this is the lead. So which one you will pick? You can pick this as the answer. So I hope you understood this. What is given as middle of 14th round, that means 13.5. Then you understood the other person, because it is overtaking, it is meeting, same direction. Meeting means one meeting, one round lead, so 12.5. You got the ratio of distance 27 and 25. That means faster person cover 1 kilometer, 27 kilometers, slower person will cover 25 kilometer. So if he is covering 1 kilometer, the other person will cover 25 by 27 kilometer. Okay, so instead of 1, it is 10 kilometer. That is a race. So by the time he complete 10 kilometer race, he might have covered 250 by 27. So they are asking about the lead. That means 10 kilometer minus whatever the second person covered. So the lead is 20 by 27 kilometer, and you can pick. See, this is a typical CAT question, and this is very easy to solve, right? So if you see, what we have done is, we understood that it is 13.5 by the faster person B. So slower person, obviously one round less, so 12.5. Okay, the ratio is 27 and 25. That means when this person cover 27, this person will cover 25. So this person will cover 27 round, this person 25 round. This person 27 kilometer, this person 25 kilometer. So this person 1 kilometer, the other person 25 by 27 kilometer. So this person 10 kilometer, the other person 250 by 27 kilometer. So the lead is 10 minus 250 by 27, and the answer is this one, 20 by 27. I hope this is clear. Very easy question, but it looks slightly difficult or moderate. This is a CAT level question. If you want a similar question, solve this one. Okay, take a look at this question, solve this question. See, here also it's a circular track. Okay, 2000 meter race and 50 meter long. A overtake B at the middle of 4th round. That means A overtake B at the middle of 4th round means A 3.5. A travel 3.5. So B 2.5. Okay. So B 2.5. That's clear. So that's how you get one round lead. Overtake means first time they meet. That means one round lead. Okay. Who's having lead? The person who's having more speed. So A overtaking means A have more speed. So he covered 3.5. The other person covered 2.5. So we got the distance ratio. And see, the time is constant, so we get the speed ratio also, but that's not required. Distance ratio is 7:5, right? So when this person covers 7 round, this person will cover 5 round, or this person covers 7 kilometer, the other person will cover 5 kilometer. So that's the ratio of the distance covered, and time taken is constant. Why? Because it's a race, right? So race, obviously two have to start at the same time. So when they meet, time taken is constant. So this is 2000 meter race. That means 2 kilometer. So we know this person, that is A travel 7 kilometer, but B travel 5 kilometer. So if A 1 kilometer, B will travel how much? 5 by 7 kilometer. Okay, 7:5 is the ratio. So 1 kilometer, if B travel or the faster person travel, the slower will cover 5 by 7. So if it is 2 kilometer, the other will cover 10 by 7. So 2 kilometers is the race. So what is the lead if I ask you 2 minus 10 by 7? So 14 minus 10 by 7 means 4 by 7 is the lead. What is your option? So in option you will mark this 4 by 7. Okay, so this is your answer, 4 by 7. So I hope this is clear for all of you. Have you solved this like this? See, we understood that person A overtaking B at the fourth round, middle of fourth round, that means 3.5 round. So B cover 3.5 round, overtaking means first meeting, that means 1 round lead. So A covered 2.5 round. That's our logic, right? That means the distance ratio is given as 7:5. If B travels 7 round, A cover 5 round. If B cover 7 kilometer, B cover 5 kilometer. And 7 kilometer means, if you convert, this is 7 kilometer, B, A 5 kilometer. So if B 1 kilometer, A will be 5 by 7 kilometer. And in the question it is given as 2 kilometer race. So by the time he covered 2 kilometer, the slower person will cover 10 by 7 kilometer. So answer for this question is 2 minus 10 by 7, that's the lead. And we got it as this thing, 4 by 7. I hope this is clear for all of you. And this is how you will solve questions in circular track.